All systems go. Cleared for takeoff.
Welcome back to the NFL Quick Hit video brought to you by SHIPITNation.com. I'm Gyiraszin. Hey, I'm excited to break down this week 2's wide receivers for you guys here. But hey, before we do so, we got to keep them bosses happy. Do me a favor, hit that like button real quick for me. Get over there to that YouTube page and hit that subscribe button for me. Definitely appreciate that. And then, hey, we got to do all the fun stuff here and just give a shout out real quick to our favorite sponsors. Let's give one here to our friends over there at Drafters. Man, this is a lot of fun here during the week. Hey, I get it. Best balls are done, but hey, you can still get in there and mix it up. They got drafts from week to week. You can get in there, mix it up, and draft you team 12 guys, whatever you're looking for there, and all kinds of different contests. You still can use the deposit bonus code SHIPIT, get you $100 on your $100 deposit. So you get you free $100. So go over there and check that out. And then, hey, Line Star, they got all kinds of great betting tools, all kinds of expert projections, all kinds of stuff here over at Line Star. Get over there and check them out. Use the SHIPITNation.com Line Star app there and get you a bonus there. And then also run the Sims, get you a 10% off any membership if you join using SHIPITNation.com RTS. But hey, one other thing too, man, rolling into week 2 here. I mean, let's look normally, week 1, they got a lot of time to prepare for their opponent. Now here we're in week 2, they got a shorter time to prepare. They got some injuries they're nursing with. I think these offenses really haven't been in sync, up to speed. You got them another extra week of reps and practice here. So I expect some points to be scored here in week 2 and 3. These are the weeks I generally like to look at some of these overs. You look at some of these games, the over-unders generally seem to be a little bit lower and get higher as the season goes on. This is the time here I like to jump on that. But hey, let's just talk about some wide receivers real quick. We do have a few injuries we're going to have to keep our eyeballs on. Jakobi Meyers, he still remains in concussion protocol for the Raiders. Deontay Johnson looks like his hamstring got him. He's going to be out for a couple weeks there for Pittsburgh. Mike Williams had a head injury there, did come back second half. He looks like he'll be good to go. No issues there for the Chargers. Christian Watson, hamstring still messed up a little bit. Looks like that's going to be a decision made closer to game time. So you're going to have to keep your eyeballs on him as well. Hey, let's just look real quick. DVP last week. I know it's only 1 week, but man, Chargers got absolutely smoked by Miami and Tyreek Hill. So they are coming in at dead last at points given up to the wide receiver position. Tennessee rolled in at second. Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, and Seattle rounding out the bottom 5. So just something to keep in mind there as we move forward. But hey, let's just look last week. 16 guys had over 10 targets last week in week 1, leading off with Tyreek Hill and Puka for the Rams there had 15. Hopkins and Diggs each had 13. 12 for Jefferson. 11 going over to Nico Collins, Pittman Jr., Ridley, and Bourne for New England all had 11. 10 targets going for Flowers, Woods, Olave, Evans, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, and Jakobi Meyers. So also one other thing I like to take a peek at is red zone targets. Man, NFL leader Tyreek Hill, I mean, this guy could be MVP this year. Either way, he had 4 red zone targets. Flowers for Baltimore, kind of surprising, came in at 4 as well. 3 for Jakobi Meyers. Man, Kevontae Turpin for Dallas had 3 as well. Michael Thomas for New Orleans, who I think could be a sleeper this week, also had 3. Some notable stats I also like to look at here is team target share. Man, Woods led all of NFL along with Flowers, getting 47.6% of their team's target share. Definitely something to keep in mind here moving forward. Puka, 40.5%. Another name we're going to have to keep our eyes on here as the Rams season moves forward. Hopkins and his new team got a whopping 39.4% target share in his first game over there with Tennessee, and Jakobi Meyers banged up a little bit, ended up with 38 0.5% of the target share as the WR2 over there for the Raiders. Hey, let's just dive in real quick. I got a couple plays here that I've been looking at earlier this week, some that are standing out. I got 2 value plays, and then I got 1 higher price play here. But I'm going to start out with my man Puka, as I mentioned. Puka Nacua. I think that's how you say it. If I screwed it up, hey, it's the way it is. I can't get them all right. But hey, 5,800 over there on FanDuel. Now, hey, he looks like he's going to get most of the targets that Cooper Kupp is not going to be getting here as he is hurt. Puka, 15 targets, as I mentioned, tied with Tyreek, most in the NFL, 10 catches, 119 yards. We've seen in the past, Stafford locks in on a guy, he locks in on a guy. That's his man. Now, Puka ends up being this guy here for Stafford. Man, what a value. This is going to keep rising. Definitely probably be a little chalky here this week, but 5,800, definitely worth the value at that price. Now, next guy I'm going to be looking at here is DeAndre Hopkins, 7,100. Now, we just mentioned here, he had a 39.4% target share for his team on his first game here with Tennessee. Hopkins, 13 targets, decent game, 7 catches, 65 yards. The Chargers were absolutely gashed last week by Miami, as we had already mentioned. I expect Tennessee to be down most of this whole game, so we're going to have a positive game script here for Hopkins. So I expect lots of opportunities for DeAndre. I expect him to get in the end zone, pay off that $7,100 price over there on FanDuel. Another guy I got here is my hometown guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8,100 for the Lions. I think he's going to go underlooked a little bit here this week. I think you're going to see guys like Diggs, and I think you're going to see guys like Adams, and you're going to get a lot of love in Hill this week. But for me, St. Brown, a little bit under radar. We know he's Goff's favorite target. Last week, 6 catches, 8 targets, 71 yards, and a TD. He gets the Seattle team. They scored 93 points last year. Both teams in the 40s. Both teams allow big plays. They both run at fast paces. I expect here a lot of big plays in this game. I still think you could see a pretty high-scoring game. The only thing I think could stop that is if that Detroit defense is able to turn it around and get some pressure on Geno Smith. But I still expect both teams to be putting up some points here. So Amon-Ra St. Brown at 8,100 stands out for me here this week. But hey, that's going to do it for the rundown in the wide receivers here this week. Leave me a little message there in the comments. Who you like this week? What kind of plays are you looking at here? Definitely like to hear who you guys like. If somebody stands out, maybe we're going to give a nice little giveaway out if your guy lights it up. And then also, hey, if there's anything else you want to see in these videos, any kind of content you're looking for, anything you deem helpful, let me know. We'll look it up and we'll be glad to add if necessary to the video here. Definitely appreciate all of the feedback. But hey, don't forget about our sponsors of this video. We got our good friends over there at Drafters. Make sure you guys get over there. Still mix it up in there. You can still get in there and draft weekly contest here. Definitely a lot of fun. Run the Sims, get you a 10% off your membership there if you want to check them out. And then don't forget Line Star, all of the tools they have over there to help you out. But hey, appreciate you guys checking it out. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to talk about some running backs for week 2. And then on Friday, we're going to talk about some defenses and tight ends. But hey, if you're getting involved today in some baseball, make sure you guys check out that 4:30 show here we got at SHIPITNation.com. Get you all set up for tonight. And hey, let's see you at the top of them tournaments, and let's ship it.